Hello everyone. We went to visit a place called Métis Crossing, which is a cultural interpretive center that educates visitors in the Métis culture and their distinct indigenous heritage. The center is located 1.5 hours northeast of Edmonton or 10 minutes south of the town of Smoky Lake, Alberta. The Métis people are a distinct indigenous group who live mainly in the Canadian prairies and are of mixed European and indigenous ancestry. They became a distinct ethnic group by the mid-18th century during the early period of the fur trade. Métis Crossing opened in 2020 beside the North Saskatchewan River, and we were there for a visit during September of last year. For our walk around the grounds, we chose a guided tour, and we're very happy we did because he was great. He first showed us to a memorial to all the Métis fallen who have fought in battles in Canada and abroad. After spending some time there, we then went into an outdoor museum area that largely represented life in the 1860s. Shown here on the wall are the Métis flags. As seen, there are two versions, one blue and one with a red background. Both are commonly used today. The displays housed in this barn are also items that are typically associated with the Métis people, which includes the iconic symbols of the Red River cart and the Métis sash. And their sense of humor as I found this bear wearing a hat.
Lift it up.
Lift it up.
Really?
Sure. And move it around.
What? Oh, wow. Huh. It moves so easily.
Where are you going to? Smoky Lake today to go
Really?
shopping?
Yeah.
Southwestern Manitoba, they said that you could hear the wheels squeaking.
Yes. You can hear it before you see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is light. Holy.
Move it around. And what they don't tell the people is that what they used to do is put the leather on that.
Right.
Oh yeah, just to keep
yeah.
it turning. Yeah.
Well, that and just to keep it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, used to like strapping.
Yes.
Around
Yeah.
Just turn it, turn it. Turn it. There you go. See?
Yeah.
So you can see the way it's made. It's easy to lift and move it around.
Yeah.
What I suggested to my boss is I said you need to have smaller ones where you can put a horse, a few horses, just to have standing ready and change them with the children to ride it.
Yeah.
Walk it.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids, I would like to ride in one of these.
Certainly.
I think anybody would.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I can't do it today. It's not in my contract.
I'm not surprised. The carts were light, but they were incredibly strong. The weight of the carts themselves largely depended on the type of wood that they used to build it, but it is said that they could hold loads of up to 450 kilograms. We next visited two homes that represented life in the early settlement period for the Métis people.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
But it would be,
Very warm.
I would imagine it was very warm in the winter.
Yeah.
Sage, berries, whatever you're going for a walk or you're doing something, and you could put stuff in there. It's shaved this way, and then this way it's very straight.
Right.
And so what that is when you're chopping it this way, this is so it can bounce and make it straighter.
Oh,
Because you're just going with the grains of the wood.
okay.
Right.
So they sharpen it on one side
On
only,
one side.
just to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my boss comes here and does a lot of her beading work here where it's quiet.
The next home was a bit older and was built in a type of a log cabin style.
So you can see the difference with the adze. You see, this is an adze that made this. Then you see on this one a concave on it. So that's the broad axe. The two difference. It was more smoother. Then the adze was more.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
You just feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. This looks a little bit more concave.
Yeah.
The home belonged to Mr. Sinclair and his wife, and he is said to have lived to 100, which is pretty good for back in those days.
Put yours on?
Holy crap, that's...
But man, you would have been distinguished in the individual.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of people with...
Yes.
It's like, as soon as I put it on, it's warm. You can tell it's really going to be warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've like doubled in size.
Yeah, I can see why the RCMP wore one of these. It's like, you know,
Yes.
they want to look strong and
Yeah.
Yeah.
stay warm on the prairie. After we checked the buttons on this coat and discovered that it had been worn by members of the Edmonton police force, it's difficult to know what age this coat was, but by the leather strap that goes from one button to the next, I would say it was probably from the 1970s. At this point, the historical tour had completed, and we had some time to walk around the grounds, where we came across some farm animals and some beautiful gardens near the North Saskatchewan River. It was great to have a chance to walk around the area and enjoy the nature and to imagine what it must have been like for those early settlers. Our plan is to come back again this summer, as they also have a wildlife tour, but it was unavailable on the day that we were there last September. I hope you enjoyed this journey into Métis culture and history. Thanks so much for watching.